Hello everyone, it's Brian. Today is Sunday, August 11th, and we're nearing evening time. Please excuse my absence as of late, and please excuse my inability to get back to comments and questions. I've been preoccupied with House Edition, and we're getting to the stage where we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, and I'm concentrating on making sure that we get things set right. Like for instance, when we were doing the light switches, we only had one switch on this side for the lights, but realized that we would be good to have a second switch over there so that when we cross over the room and we're in our bedroom, near our bedroom, we can turn on the lights from over there, and more importantly, turn them off at nighttime. So yeah, our kitchen has been demoed, and we're now cooking outside. So tonight we're smoking a pork butt. I wanted to actually come out and do an update on our garden because we're at a transitional period. By that I mean that we're removing our summer plants and clearing out space for fall planting and other plantings. So in our next update, if we get around to it, you may not see some of these plants. So I want to come out here and do a quick update. There's quite a bit to show, so I'll try to not talk too much about one thing. Over here we had our strawberry popcorn, and we've since planted them, removed them and planted the green Oaxacan dent corn. This is the corn that we made our tamales with last year. So if you see any corn plants in this video, they're all the green Oaxacan plants. We had our Roma tomatoes that we removed, and we have corn here. And then we had our ají amarillo plant that's been here all spring, and it's producing a lot of nice peppers for us. We also had in here the ají, the lemon drop ají, and we left them in here with the tomatoes, and when we removed the tomatoes, the plant is here to produce peppers for us. We also have our bell peppers. We harvested a really nice big orange bell pepper and made a stuffed bell pepper out of it. So I guess this is a good time to tell you about our Instagram page. If you don't already know it, check out Never Enough Dirt on Instagram as well. And if you also go to neverenoughdirt.com and go to social media, you'll find the Instagram feed there and get a lot of the postings of things that we harvested and what we did with them. It's a good place to find what we're up to since we're not able to do these updates regularly. We have some hatch peppers, made some really good tasting chili out of it. Down this way we already harvested some of the eagle corn. So in the last video where we harvested it too early and we got the corn without any pigments on it. But it did give us a chance to give it a taste, and it's pretty good corn, just to taste. It's not really a sweet corn, but has some subtle corn sweetness to it. We have down there our Goldman's Italian corn tomato. That's a new one that we're growing this year. And then also we have the Japanese black trifeli tomatoes. Those are all ripe, and unfortunately we're not going to be able to do the usual thing where we taste test and report back. So our tomato series may have to be skipped until postponed until next year. Our later planting of shishito peppers, they're starting to come in, so we can start cooking those guys up. And then our succession Roma tomatoes are starting to come in as well. We recently made a really nice Vietnamese noodle dish, broth noodle dish with them. They're very tasty. And coming down this way, we're gonna see our other tomatoes. So this is a closer view of our purple calabash. This is a new one. I haven't tasted it yet, along with this Japanese black trifeli. This was supposed to be a Goldman's Italian, but it's looking like a regular tomato. So not sure which one this is. And this is a curtain that we removed from a window that got removed, and we're using it as a nice shade cloth here. So I'm really liking this. We got the kind of shade cloth that you use for nurse agricultural applications, and I'm liking this curtain a lot better than the ones that you're supposed to use for plants in the garden, or designed for plants in the garden. More corn over here. Was not very happy with our golden bantam corn. growing in this container this year. We got 2 ears. This is the second one. Too much drainage, so we kind of put more coarse soil in there to keep the drainage to a minimum. This is our ginger. And then over here we had a bed of glass gem corn, and the seeds came from Krista's garden, and she grows some amazing glass gem corn, and it's pretty cool to have the genetics from her field. We have some that are very typical glass gem corn, which is your greens and your opals with some turquoise and some pink hues. And then I have some that are my favorite, like this one here. It's got like a blue steel type of color to it. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up in this lighting here. Let's try to shift it down. So it's got some nice blue steel color. And then over here we have one that is pretty cool. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. This one has this one kernel that looks like a speckled egg. It's gonna be really hard for this camera to focus in on it. Then there are ones that are yellowish in color, some that are more bronzy. So it's been fun growing the corn here, and it's like unwrapping presents. You're not sure what you're getting inside each unwrapped husk ear of corn, and it's been fun to see. Let's see, we have our ox heart tomatoes that are finishing up. So these are some of the nice big giant tomatoes, and they're really good and really good in the kitchen. They're very practical, they peel easily, so we'll talk more about them in the future. And we have amaranth, some volunteer amaranth. I know you guys had asked about whether we grow this or not, and these are always volunteering. And then this is always a favorite of mine, the panache fig. We've harvested a few already. They are always really nice to see. They got the bright green and the dark green stripes, and they're also very tasty once they're ripe. Let's go back over this way, back to the rest of our garden. And I was gonna take a shortcut, but I'm gonna take you into our kitchen. Please don't mind our mess because we've got corn all over the place. So here is one of the ears of the eagle corn. This is really nice, dark purple. And let's see what else. We have another ear that has, where'd it go? I set it right here. Here we go. This is a nice tip. I think this is the typical variegated, the white and the purple from one ear. There are other cool ears of corn that we harvested. They're all in the garage, so we'll hopefully make a corn report later on in the year and show you all the ears that we got. So here's a Japanese black trifeli tomato. Sorry about the focus. This is something that we're working on. This is our SLR that we're using to shoot this video, and we're gonna pass. So if you're in town, stop by for some smoked pork butt. It's gonna be really good. This is hour number 9 on that piece right there. All right, tomatoes. We got more tomatoes over here. This is San Marzano. We're going to clear this out the next chance we get. The production on the tomato plants have gone down now. It has diminished, but we got some really good sized tomatoes from here. We harvested a big old bag from just that plant yesterday, and they were a good 4 inches long, and these are good tomatoes to cook with. We got a bunch of reed avocados, so we're very excited about them. I hope I don't jinx us. Here they are. The tree is making new foliage. This is, I guess it changes foliage because the other week we had a really hot week and it scorched all the leaves, and I'm starting to notice that it's best to not cover it because it's almost like you're almost babying a plant too much. So in this case, we're finding that it will make new leaves and it'll get more tolerant of the sun. So that's that. And then this over here is an area where we fence the ducks off so that they don't get in there and eat our plants. And we used the corn that we cut, the corn stalks that we cut down as a fence for ducks. And we even weaved in some of the corn stalks horizontally to keep this nice and sturdy. Because back there we have some succession plantings of San Marzanos that we're testing out. So we're growing them in a more shady place during the heat of summer. So we have some more plants back there. Let's go take a closer look. And so here's some more San Marzanos. And down there are some radishes that we just tossed down, and you're gonna see what happens. And finally, wanted to show you our new tree, which is this holiday avocado. It's got one avocado on it. And this is a December ripening variety, so during the holidays, it's when it tastes best. That's gonna be it for our tour today and update. We saw some of the tomatoes that we're transitioning out. Owen's running around. He started kindergarten on Friday, and tomorrow is gonna be his first full week, so we're very excited about that. And he's also probably excited to get back to gardening, but we're just kind of stuck inside a lot these days because of the construction, but at the same time we're happy about the new space that we're creating. So, and until the next video, thanks for coming out and checking out our garden. Happy gardening.